think my DoorDash order is going to make it. the way? Okay.
everyone. My name is Susan Crummell. On behalf of President Jody Horner, Chairman of the Board of Directors, Mr. Mark Folson, and Midland's faculty and staff, I welcome you to our campus as we celebrate the culmination of the efforts of our newest graduates. We're so incredibly proud of them and cherish this opportunity to celebrate them today in the presence of their friends and family, and it's very nice to see so many people in person. Thank you again for coming. Graduates, whether physically here or on the live stream, you are surrounded today by a community that has guided and supported you during your time at Midland. Graduates, please thank your supporters with a round of applause. Today, we honor all students who have met the academic requirements for graduation in December of 2021 and May 2022. I would like to recognize the bachelor's degree candidates who have distinguished themselves academically. These student honors are indicated in your commencement program, as well as by the white, silver, and gold cords these candidates are wearing. Students earn the honor of cum laude by achieving a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 to 3.69. If you have earned the honor of cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated. The honor of magna cum laude is bestowed upon students who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 to 3.89. If you are graduating with the honor of magna cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations to you all. You may be seated. The highest academic honor, summa cum laude, is awarded to those bachelor's degree candidates who have achieved an overall grade point average of 3.9 or above. Students who have earned the honor of summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, great job. At this time, I'd like to invite President Jody Horner to the podium.
Thank you, Susan, and good morning and welcome to all of our guests here today, both in person and via the live stream. And a huge congratulations to our graduates. It is a true honor to be here with you today as we come together to celebrate your accomplishments. Commencement Day offers us the opportunity to acknowledge everything you have done to get to this point, but also to look ahead and embrace the impact you are going to make on this world. You have learned many valuable skills during your time at Midland, skills that involve critical thinking, problem solving, leadership, teamwork, communication, and the practical application of knowledge. These are the skills that will be vital as you move forward to the next phase of your life and career. Now, I know that it hasn't been an easy journey for you to get here today. You all have persevered through your share of challenges to reach this point. There was the flood of 2019 and a pandemic that began in 2020 and still impacts us today. When you arrived at Midland, the path you envisioned was full of detours, yet you met every challenge head on. Your ability to navigate through these trials and tribulations will have you more prepared to face whatever challenges the world may present to you along the way. You are more resilient, you are more prepared, you are more equipped, and you are ready for what lies ahead. Our mission at Midland University is to inspire people to learn and lead in the world with purpose. As each of you leaves us here today, you will learn and lead in many different ways. Some as teachers, some as members of the business community, the medical field, or a wide range of other opportunities. Whatever vocation you choose will present you with an opportunity to learn and lead in an ever-changing world. Please know that it has been our priority and passion to help you obtain your degree from Midland University, but it has also been our intention to help you develop as a holistic person. Not only have you been challenged and motivated through academics, but also through campus involvement, being part of a team or a student organization, and building community within our campus. These are the skills that will be invaluable for you as you strive to live your life with purpose going forward. I also hope that as you leave this place, you will use those skills to serve others. I am so proud of the class of 2022 graduates. You have left your imprint on Midland University in so many ways, through your work in the classroom, through your work in extracurriculars, and your accomplishments there, through your involvement in the community, and the positive influence that you have been for those around you. You exemplify what it means to be a warrior. I hope that you can take some time to reflect and be proud of what you have done to reach this day, and to be sure and take the opportunity to thank those who have been with you throughout your journey. Your friends, your family, your classmates, your professors, coaches, and a host of others who share in your joy today. So please, take time to let them know how much you appreciate them and how important they are to you. Your Midland family has been with you every step of the way as well, and we will continue to support and celebrate you as you enter this new chapter in your life. Thank you for all you have done for Midland University, and a hearty congratulations. I now have the privilege of introducing today's student speaker, Monica Weber. Monica grew up in Columbus, Nebraska. After graduating from Columbus High School in 2015, she moved to California to attend the Young Americans College of Performing Arts. During her time with the group, she had opportunities to teach and perform in many countries, including Thailand, Canada, South Korea, Japan, Hong Kong, and many different areas around the United States. Monica came to Midland in 2020 as a human services major with a concentration in childhood and adolescence. After graduation, she will begin working in the Severe Behaviors Program at the Monroe-Meyer Institute of the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Please help me in welcoming Monica Weber.
You know, for a theater kid, I'm like really nervous right now, so that would be fine. My fellow graduates, look at us. We get to say at the end of this ceremony that, woohoo, we just did the day. Am I right? And we deserve to celebrate. So I was at the dog park when I was told I'd be the student speaker, and when I read the email, two things went through my head. The first one, holy moly, this is a huge honor. Let's put the sunglasses on so people don't see me cry. And the second one, what the heck? I was like, do people even know who I am? There are some of you who probably don't know me, and that's just a fact. Maybe you know me as the girl with the big hair who always has a pep in her step, walking around campus, but As President Horner mentioned, I'll give you a little background. So I graduated from Columbus High School back in 2015, packed up my stuff, moved to Southern California to join a performing arts college. And during my time, I traveled to Hong Kong, South Korea, Thailand, Japan, Canada, and multiple places across America. And I was able to teach children and perform in the most beautiful places, meeting the most beautiful people, doing just the most amazing things I could do. So, in 2019, I decided to close that chapter, and I decided to turn the page. So I moved back to Columbus, and I worked 3 jobs because I knew the need for a bachelor's degree was just around the corner. Now, I've always known about Midland, but I didn't quite know what I could major in to help me accomplish my dream job, while at the same time not knowing what I wanted for a dream job, so it was kind of just like, I don't know what's going on, right? But the one thing I was 100% certain on was I needed to be at a college where I could perform. So, essentially what brought me to Midland was the performing arts. I've known Dan Hayes, the director of theater, since I was 16 years old, and the relationship between him and my family ultimately drove me to committing to Midland. And I was fully able to transfer in during the fall of 2020 as I began my pursuit of a bachelor's degree in human services with a concentration in childhood and adolescence. And when I made that decision, I really had no idea what human services was. So it was kind of like a leap of faith, right? But with the help of the admissions team and my academic advisor, Keith, I felt heard when I spoke about my passions for helping others and my ambitions to make a difference in this world. So, which is exactly what human services is about, and fast forward 2 years, here we are. Although my path to Midland may be completely different than yours, we were all led here. So rather than me stand up here and continue to talk about the differences between you and I want to focus on the commonality that unites us all as warriors. Midland's class of 2022 is the illustration of what it means to overcome adversity. I'm looking out at the faces of such strong individuals who have faced the whirlwinds of obstacles. As President Horner said in 2019, the spring of your freshman year, you were interrupted by the great flooding of Fremont. Although I was not here, I remember seeing the images on Facebook of helicopters and boats having to rescue people because there was no way in or out. And I just can't imagine the fear and stress that would put you all through, like, honestly. So then when we thought we were, on the up and up, we are here in spring of 2020 and the spring of sophomore year, Midland was one of the first to close its campus due to this thing called COVID. My good friend Brian Neely, he informed me that before Zoom, we all had to take virtual classes over a big blue button. I don't quite know what that was. Yeah? So why don't we just skip over that memory, shall we? But in the fall of 2020, junior year, woohoo, we came to campus with face coverings, hybrid classes, finding a quiet space for our Zoom classes, daily health check-ins, on the app, and quarantine. I remember being quarantined in November of 2020, and it was really a lonely time. It was. I mean, come on. There were just some days that we might have asked ourselves, what's the point anymore? I mean, the times I've thought about it. So, but not only did we face the struggles that impacted us all at the university level, there were also trials that we could only understand that affected us, ourselves. So, I was debating on sharing this, but believe it or not, I struggle with an anxiety disorder. And this spring semester was really hard, like really, really hard. And but I'm not sharing this for sympathy. I share because this journey has at some point been tough for each and every one of us. But what helped me rise above was the ability to lean on and draw strength from my support system that I created here in Midland. And some of you may not know that you were in my support system, but you were. So I want to thank you. And I want to thank you guys who do know you're part of my support system for helping me get through those hard times. Sorry, this wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, so, I got a dab and don't look like a wreck or anything. So, why did I choose to focus on hard times, struggles, and problems? Monica, you're a positive person. Why are you talking about sadness? It could be because my number 2 Clifton strength is restorative, and I like to find solutions to problems. So where's Patty K? Just want to shout out to you, Queen, okay? Thanks for that. But no, the real reason is that outside these doors, there are a whole lot of problems waiting for us. And there will always be challenges to teach us something about ourselves, like the ones we've overcome here at Midland. They force us to grow. And Maya Angelou said, quote, "You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, and how you can still come out of it unquote." So there are going to be those challenges that will push you harder than others. And it may be rough, in fact, it will be rough. However, there is not a single person on this earth, no boss, no CEO, heck, even the founder of the company your future leads you to, that can stop you from overcoming anything that life throws at you. I feel so lucky to be standing here to proudly exclaim that we are all victorious. This day is a statement to the world that we did it. We've overcome so much, and we will do it again. When times are hard, look inside yourself, take a deep breath, and think back to this moment. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it.
Thank you so much, Monica, for that inspiring message. I now have the pleasure of introducing our guest speaker today, the Reverend Brian Moss, Bishop of the Nebraska Synod. Reverend Moss is a native of Pierce, Nebraska, and graduate of Nebraska Wesleyan University, Yale Divinity School, and the Lutheran Theological Seminary at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Ordained in 1992, Brian has served congregations in Tacoma, Nebraska, Kansas City, Missouri, and Lincoln. He was elected Bishop of the Nebraska Synod of the ELCA in 2012 and re-elected in 2018. He is married to his wife, Debbie, a native of Lexington, Nebraska. They have 2 adult children who live in Omaha, where Debbie is a counselor in private practice. Debbie and Brian actually lived in Fremont for a year while Brian was doing an internship at Sinai Lutheran Church, which many of you know is adjacent to our campus, and Brian has served on the Midland University board for a portion of his time as bishop. Reverend Moss will now come to the podium. Please help me welcome him.
President Horner, and thank you to the board and faculty and staff and all of you for the privilege to be with you today. It is an honor. Go Warriors! And congratulations as you gather here today. It is a big deal. You have received an undergraduate education unique in the history of undergraduate education. Those of you who have been here 4 years recall that your freshman year began pretty uneventful until the flood, when Fremont became an island, and so many of you gave of yourselves selflessly to help the community. And then you returned for a sophomore year, uneventful, except for that thing called COVID, which sent you all home, and you watched your professors and staff, the whole university, and yourselves pivot on a dime and adapt to new ways of learning. And then your junior year, completely overshadowed by a pandemic. How you adapted still more to relating to one another in 2 dimensions, socializing in new ways. And now into the senior year, when we're sort of pretty much kind of maybe almost possibly near the end of the pandemic, still living in its shadow. Throughout all that time, you managed to achieve not only undergraduate education, but life formation unlike any that's come before you. You have experienced and shown grit and resilience, flexibility and adaptability that prepares you well for the future into which you step today. So take that diploma with you today as evidence for yourself, should you ever begin to doubt yourself or forget what it is that has brought you to the achievement of this day. And take that diploma with you as your ticket to a future that waits for you. A future you can face with great hope and real encouragement and true confidence, because you've been equipped for it. Yes, it's filled with problems and challenges, many of which my generation is bequeathing you. I'm sorry. But that future waits for you, and you are ready for it. And take that diploma with you as a perpetual dare to yourself to never stop learning and growing. The day you stop learning is the day you begin to die. And that need to continue to learn and grow applies not only to your quality of life, but to the joy you can experience throughout that life. Several years ago, a study was done looking at people who experienced joy, not just fleeting happiness, but true joy. And across all the demographics represented in that study, there was one constant, one facet of life that all of them shared. What do you think that one facet, that one attribute was? This is not rhetorical, it's the last question on your final. Don't blow it. There was one four-letter attribute that was shared by all those joy-filled people. What do you suppose that attribute was? Love. Everyone says love because it's the preacher asking the question. And it's a great answer, but that's not it. The one attribute shared by people who experience true joy is risk. R-I-S-K, risk. The willingness to risk failure, to risk losing things for the sake of triumphing over things and understanding real joy. That's what your preparation here at Midland has prepared you for. Risk-taking, experiencing joy in a meaning-filled life. You know that Midland is a church-affiliated university. In our Lutheran Christian tradition, our God-given mission is to provide the best possible education for the sake of the students who seek it and for the sake of the world into which you enter. To fulfill that mission, we look to Jesus, the great teacher of all time. Now, if you study how Jesus taught and helped people learn, you'll find, as those who count these things tell us, that Jesus was asked 187 questions. And he answered somewhere between 3 and 8. And he himself asked 307 questions of others. You see, that's the gift of an undergraduate education. It's an education like Jesus. It's not about just filling your head with answers, though you learned many answers here. It's about provoking you, equipping you to continue to answer questions, good questions, better questions. Because receiving an answer is like putting a period at the end of a sentence. It's a statement and it's an end. Asking a question is like putting a question mark there. It opens a door and it leans into more possibility. It's how better answers are found. It's what you are called and sent and prepared to do. But I have to warn you that so long as you're willing to continue asking questions, you will take risks. You will lean into new relationships. You will learn new perspectives. Your perspective may change. It may even be turned upside down. I will tell you, my children know what it is to have their perspective turned upside down. When they were very young, I used to let them walk on the ceiling. Because their father is tall and kind of goofy, I would grab them by the ankle, turn them upside down, and let them walk across the ceiling. Have you ever tried to explain footprints on your ceiling? And I could always count on two things when we did that. First was the shriek of absolute terror as their world was turned upside down. And the second was that as soon as their feet hit the floor, I would hear, "Do it again, do it again." That's the gift of taking risks, of asking questions, of letting your world be turned upside down. You will gain new relationships. You will gain new perspectives. You will find thrills that make you want to do it again and again and again. Please, for the sake of us all, do it again and again and again. So go Warriors! Or, better yet, go Warriors. Take with you that diploma that is your constant evidence of what you have achieved to get to this day. Go Warriors. Take with you that diploma as your ticket to a future that you don't need to just take as it's given to you, a future that you can make as you engage it and change it and transform it. Go, Warriors. Take with you that diploma as a constant dare to yourself, to keep asking questions, to take risks, to dare to engage a world that's longing for what you have to bring to it. Go, Warriors. Go.
Thank you so much for that message, Brian. We appreciate it very much. On rare occasions, Midland awards honorary degrees to recognize those who have made a profound, enduring contribution to either scholarship, culture, or improved quality of life for society at large. To recognize all of Bishop Moss's contributions, we are very proud to award him the honorary degree of Doctor of Divinity. We will now do the hooding for Bishop Moss. Each year, the most prestigious student honor is presented to a graduating senior who exemplifies the spirit, academic achievement, and service to the university, as did John Kreiner. While at Midland in the mid-1970s, John was the president of Kappa Phi Fraternity, treasurer of Phi Beta Lambda, the Business Honorary Society. John was an outstanding football player and named to Who's Who during his senior year. The recipient of the 2022 Kreiner Award personifies the virtues and achievements that this award represents. This year's recipient has touched students, faculty, and staff across the university and has recently been described as someone who has lived a lot in his last 4 years. From the first day he arrived on campus, he has demonstrated that he is a learner, a leader, and a limitless giver. Without a doubt, he is, as his advisor described, the epitome of a student who takes full accountability for his success. Being a learner, a leader, and a limitless giver are arguably intertwined in this case. One faculty member summed it up well, describing this year's Kreiner Award recipient as he is curious, motivated, and eager to apply his learnings to the world around him. From the moment he arrived on campus, he sought out opportunities and experiences that would help him move forward, both personally and professionally. He is tireless and not afraid to work hard, as shown by his involvement in athletic, academic, and co-curricular activities, both on and off campus. As a learner, this person has exemplified commitment in the classroom. One faculty member's remarks mirrored so many others when she said, "This student stood out to me the very first class when we were together. He exhibits a natural curiosity and a strong desire to learn. He asks thoughtful questions that indicate a deep level of comprehension, He shows initiative, works very hard, and always strives for excellence. This year's recipient understands that learning is actually a two-way street between the instructor and the student. One instructor shared, "I often had discussions with this student about class topics and ways to enhance the course. He gave sincere and quality feedback. On several occasions, he came up with new assignments or a new activity that I actually implemented later on. He had a real sense of what students needed and how to best capture their interest. I greatly relied on his connections to the student population to improve my course. He even studied on his own over the summer and took the time to write and create classroom documents that improved the course." This year's Priner Award recipient will graduate today summa cum laude and is recognized as an honor student, both well-deserved commendations. This year's recipient is also a limitless giver of time and talents to other students. He served as a supplemental instructor for a course where he regularly graded homework, conducted study sessions, and gave 1 to 2 class presentations each semester. The instructor for this course shared that he has often incorporated more concepts than just what was presented to him in the textbook. His class demonstrations were always interactive and kept students engaged. An important distinction is how this student responded to others during the pandemic. Despite all the changes and adjustments that were made in classes, this person continued to help students by conducting personal Zoom meetings to help them study. I count myself as very lucky to have had this assistance during those trying times. This student's assistance to so many students in the Academic Resource Center has also been exemplary. Students often commented that he was highly organized, well-informed, and easy to talk to. They said he is very good at making difficult material easy to understand. Interwoven with his love of learning and selfless giving, this year's Priner Award recipient is admired for his exceptional leadership. When he arrived on campus from his home country of Germany, there was not an affinity group for international students at that time. No group? No problem. He started one. Global Warriors was born under his leadership and desired to help international students find their way. This student will leave the university today having created a guidebook for our international students who pursue their education here at Midland. This year's Priner Award recipient has also served as president of SciHi, the International Honor Society in Psychology. Under his leadership, the group has completed several successful service projects and inducted many new members. Lucas Wybridge is a true warrior. Continue to be a driving force as he moves along to the next stop in his journey. Lucas has been heavily involved in experimental research during his time at Midland and has served as an undergraduate research assistant in the Behavioral Neuropharmacology Lab at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Several of those projects have become conference presentations, and he was recently published in a peer-reviewed journal. Lucas is currently a lab assistant at the Institute for Human Neuroscience at Boys Town National Research Hospital, studying the brain activity of young children. Lucas, you have most definitely lived a lot in the past 4 years. You have an incredibly bright future ahead of you, and we are honored to have been part of your journey. You are leaving Midland a better place. Lucas, please join me in receiving and please congratulate him on being our 2022 John Conferring Award.
Chairman of the Midland University Board of Directors. Congratulations to Lucas and to all of the graduates here today. Let's give them another round of applause. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Directors of Midland University, and in accordance with the laws of the state of Nebraska, I confer upon each of you the degrees to which you are entitled, and all the rights, duties, and privileges thereto, having successfully completed the prescribed course of study, and having been recommended by the faculty to the Board of Directors, and having been commended by a motion of the Board to approve the candidate's pending and official degree audit.
Okay, students, it's time to come forward to receive your diplomas. You can probably just stop there, thank you. Ushers will lead the degree candidates to the bottom of the stage to my left. Candidates will proceed across the stage as their academic dean announces their name. Audience, please remain seated and help keep the aisles clear. Graduates will be photographed professionally as they process. At this time, I'd like to invite to the podium Dr. Megan Nielsen.
Love you, Miguel!
All back Oregon. Okay, now we're loud. All right, so all baccalaureate degree candidates from the Luther College of Arts and Sciences, please rise and make your way to the stage. On behalf of the faculty of the Luther College of Arts and Sciences, it is my honor to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of General Studies, and Bachelor of Science in the Luther College of Arts and Sciences. Miguel Abate. Aaron Baum. Madison Becker. Jacob Bell. Joshua Brandy. Seth Brennan. Veronica Brundage. Kenneth Carr. Buddy Castillo. Allison Conybear. Thomas Crawford. Caitlin Dundas. Amanda Fleming. Alexander France. Grant Francisco. Sadie Harris. William Hochstrider. Chloe Herman. Jonah Hausch.
Rayshawn Hobalt. Sydney Howard. Tyler Hunter. Mitchell Johnson. Gavin Keeler. Peyton Cook. Kennedy Kress. Taylor Quitdom. Samantha LeClaire. Cassidy Lindsay. Courtney Lall. Noah Lokes. Cole Lundy. Logan Magley. Jordan Martin. Joseph Martin. Jose Menchaca. Brian Neely. Ashley Painter. Casey Peterson. Dylan Renter. Caitlin Richardson. Hayden Robbins. Levi Russell. Brittany Schmidt. Mackenzie Sunpeck. Maggie Sunpeck. Taylor Shaw. Austin Shook. Brian Sledge. Keenan Smith. Luisa Soto Martinez. Evelyn Stearman. Ronnie Taylor III. Shaheen Tabarab. Nina Ortel. Monica Weber. Matt Weisberg. Lucas Wyrick. Javante Williams. Gwen Wolf. Please join me in congratulating the newest graduates from the Luther College of Arts and Sciences. At this time, I invite to the podium Dr. Linda Quinn, Dean of the College of Health Professions.
the College of Health Professions, please rise and make your way to the stage. On behalf of the faculty of the College of Health Professions, it is my honor to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in the College of Health Professions. Riley Albers. Madison Anderson. Jonathan Anthony. David Barclay. Seth Bontrager. Madison Brandt. Emmanuel Bryson III. Jenna Hazen. Kylie DeBates. William DeLay. Caitlin Duffy. Nolan Engelbart. Andrea Folk. Jerica Fox. DeMarquez Fraser. McKenna Gaynor. Rebecca Gernand. Morgan Phillip. Gavin Garaggy. Alex Irwin. Peyton Jakubovic. Aaron King. Adam Kelly. Samantha Kemkis. Carla Limos. Bailey Lacano. Bria Lovett. Cheyenne Menke. Jared Money. Brandon Moser. Lexus Mueller. Marissa Napolitano. Sean O'Doherty. Janelle Ortiz. Kitten Palatna. Bowen Sandquist. Abby Schweers. Colby Sluka. Kenneth Smith. Elise Lickle. Morgan Teaton. Casey Ann Thompson. Kendra TJ. Cooper Todd. Juan Tran. Kimberly Truchek. Sienna Womack. Please join me in congratulating the newest grads from the College of Health Professionals. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Todd Conferring, Dean of the Dunclaw School of Business, to the podium.
All baccalaureate degree candidates from the Dunclaw School of Business, please rise and make your way to the stage. On behalf of the faculty of the Dunclaw School of Business, it is my honor to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in the Dunclaw School of Business. Pablo Arza. Landon Marcel. Christian Wozakowski. Brianna Robbins. Liam Branson. Kaylin Bashir. Joseph Bueno. Thomas Burke. Scott King. Hamish Campbell Antonio. Allie Caraway. Dylan Egger. Madison Ike. Dylan Fowler. Bruno Ferraro Braccanelli. Nicole Gattenby. John Gerber. Jake Gibson. Zachary Halbert. Lucas Hamsey. Austin Harris. Jeremiah Harris. Kara Jennings. Carissa Jordan. Miley Pedersen. Latravius Kingsland. Aiden Koss Marshall. Noah Kruger. John Lepore. Phil Leopakos. Chase Lipsis. Hector Lopez Jr. Ben Lowe IV. Corbin Moss. Gabriel Martinez. Thomas McCoppin. Lawrence Merritt. Cassius Nichols. Trevor Payne. Michaela Rodarte. Christian Rodriguez. Ryan Rogers. Roberto Saenz. J.D. Schultz. Samuel Schwab. Savannah Sindelar. Elizabeth Spate. Spencer Stenger. Jesse Stepp. Jerusalem Tomasese. Quentin Thomas. Jordan Teagan. Gunnar Todorovic. Luis Vargas. Melissa Warner. Dalton Wilcox. Hayden Winger. Mindy Whitting. Guy Woodle. Travis Wonderland. Tyler Zimmerman. Please join me in congratulating the newest graduates from the Undergraduate School of Business. At this time, I'm invited to the podium Dr. George Conrad, Co-Dean of the Walker School of Education.
Ready to welcome our bachelor degree candidates from the Walker School of Education. You guys are already rising and making your way to the stage. On behalf of the faculty of the Walker School of Education, it is my honor to present you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science in the Walker School of Education. As a point of personal privilege, it has also been my personal honor and joy to have most all of you graduates in my own classes. Zachary Akalon. Tyler Bowen. Melvin Chapman. Jaden Culver. Jacob Craig. Megan Daniels. Derek Dishman. Morgan Donovan. Kathleen Dow. Olivia Engel. Gracie Engel. Gracie Engel. I don't know her. All right. Robin Eder. Robert Farber III. Brittany Geyer. Spencer Graham. Cameron Hayhurst. Megan Hernandez Bella. Holly Hunt. Kelly Keith. Morgan Kempkis. Grace Conklin. Brandon Marotta. Melissa Niles. Tyler Beats. Austin Perkins. Sarah Sorrento. Elizabeth Smith. Patricia Stedman. Ashley Thomas. Dalton Tremaine. Monica Irving. Caitlin Gampola. Stephanie Vasquez. Will Wagner. Narissa Wagner. Kennedy Walther. Jordan Worth. Kate White. Please join me in applauding the graduates of the
Class of 2022, please stand. By virtue of this ceremony, you have entered into the community of learned citizens, and as a token of that, You may now move your tassel from the right side to the left. Congratulations. You may now be seated.
Once again, graduates, congratulations on all of your accomplishments. The entire Midland community wishes you well as you move on to become active members of your communities within your chosen professions and leading the world with purpose. You are our future, and we are extremely proud of you. Go forth now and serve with excellence. We will close the ceremony today by singing the alma mater. Following the singing of the alma mater, faculty and graduates will recess. During this time, audience, please remain seated until all of the graduates have recessed.
going to end